Shorty looking so fine, I gotta make her mine. So then I move closer, cause I just wanna get to know her. Shorty, can I be your sponsor? Baby, so wine for me, break it down.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Valerie, and if it's your first time coming, then thank you so much for taking your time to watch this video. And if you're back for the second or the third time, then honestly, thank you so much for the support and welcome back. Today I'm going to be telling you what exactly happened during my labor and my delivery. So this is a story time, and if you want to know more, just keep on watching. I thought I was fine, and I thought I was starting to feel all those things because I hadn't been exercising or anything. So I decided to go out and, take a walk, go to 7-Eleven, get some Doritos, and then come back and try to sleep. So I did that, came back, tried to sleep. And I remember I only slept for about 45 minutes to 1 hour. And I woke up. And the reason why I woke up, it was because I was feeling contractions, and it wasn't super duper intense, but still it was intense enough to wake me up, you get me. So I woke up, and then it lasted for only about a minute or so, and then it went away. So after it went away, I was thinking, you know what, it's fine, I'm just going to go back to sleep and everything's going to be fine as usual, right? So I did try to sleep again, and I realized that I was waking up after every 45 minutes, but still I could sleep in between until I had another contraction. So I lasted the whole night feeling contractions, and then sleeping again, and then feeling contractions, and then sleeping again. But then, like I said, you guys, it wasn't super painful. I was able to handle it by that time. And because I had been watching a lot of YouTube videos, I knew that contractions have to be around 10 minutes apart for you to go to the hospital. And also I was tracking everything using this application. I forgot what it was called. Pregnancy tracker, labor tracker, I don't remember. Around 5, my contractions started being 30 minutes apart, and then around 8, it was around 50, they were around 15 minutes apart. And then that's when I decided to text my doctor and tell him what exactly was going on. So I sent him a message, I explained everything to him, and then he told me that you must come to the hospital and get checked, and then we see what exactly is going on. Then I said fine. But then, you guys, I do not know, for some reason I just thought that I was going to go to the hospital and then I would be told that I am in forced labor. So I thought I was going to be sent back home. So I left the house with nothing. I did not have any hospital bags. I didn't even have money to pay for delivery if I was to be in labor. I just took money that was enough for consultation. That's it. And then I left everything else home. So I went to the hospital. I saw this other doctor, not my doctor, someone else. So I saw this other doctor, explained everything to her. And then she looked at me because, mind you, I was looking fine. Not fine as in fine. Fine as in nothing was wrong with me. I was looking fine. She told the other nurse to monitor me and see if I was actually feeling contractions. So they put me on this machine, and it would record every time I had contractions. So after about an hour, the doctor came back. So she looked at everything, and then she said, oh, it looks like you're going to give birth today around 7 p.m. Right? And then I said, oh, okay, cool, fine. So then she told me to go downstairs, pay my deposit, and then go straight to my ward. Then I said fine, but I didn't have any money. So I had to text my friends like, yo, can you please send me money? I just came to the hospital. I never thought I was going to be admitted right away. Just send me money, and then I'll pay you back as soon as I leave the hospital. So they did. My friends, they always come through, yeah? So they did. They came through. I paid and everything. Then I got admitted. And the pain would intensify let's say after every 2 hours or so, it would be worse. So I ended up staying the whole day in hospital. Even around 7, nothing was happening. Nothing showed that I was going to give birth. My water had not broken yet. Nothing was happening. I was not dilated. Everything, I was just me, but I was still feeling pains. And I think now my pains were 10 minutes apart. And then I thought, okay, fine, I am going to give birth today, because you have to be around 10 minutes apart for you to know that you're actually in active labor, right? But then remember, my water did not break. I'm not dilated. I'm just there feeling pain, but nothing is going on. So we waited and waited, and then my contractions went from being 10 minutes apart to back to 20 minutes apart, back to 30 minutes apart, back to an hour. I ended up being there for 3 days, and now I was feeling pain each and every hour, and it was becoming worse and worse and worse. So I remember the second day, that's when the doctors, I think the second day during the night, that's when the doctors decided to break my waters for me to start dilation. So they did break my water, and after they broke my waters, they told me the pain is probably going to be worse than whatever you were feeling. So just brace yourself, get ready. And then I said, fine, you know what, I'm a big girl, I can handle this, it's fine. They broke my waters, and let me tell you, those pains went from, what can I say? I think maybe they went from 3 to a 7. I'm only saying this now because I know how worse it got. But if you were to ask me in the moment, I remember my doctor even asked me in the moment, and then he was asking me how would I rate my pain out of 10, and then I said, he said, how would you rate your pain out of 5? And then I said, it's a 4. And then he laughed and he looked at me, he said, nah, it's not a 4. So if you were to ask me that moment, I would tell you that it was maybe an 8 or a 9. But because I know that it got worse later on, now I know it was probably nothing, but I was going through it, y'all. So yeah, they broke my waters, and the pain intensified. And when they came back to check me, I was 4 centimeters dilated. Yeah, I was 4 centimeters dilated. And then they said, now that you're 4 centimeters, as soon as you reach 5, then everything is just going to be, the process is going to be faster. After you reach 5, you would be surprised that 30 minutes later, you'll be 8 centimeters. And then I said, okay, fine. So I'm actually giving birth today. This was day 2. So then I was like, fine, cool, I'm giving birth today, And then they asked me, do you want epidural? And then I said, no, I do not. I'm good. Because, YouTube, YouTube is bad. Remember, I used to watch YouTube videos. So I would watch videos of all these girls saying, oh, I gave birth. It was a natural delivery, no medication, no epidural. So I was like, you know what? She could do it. I can do it. Fine. So I said, no, I did not want epidural. I was going to go natural. And they said, fine. And I think they came back about 3 times asking me, do you want epidural? Do you want epidural? And I said, no. Can you hear me? No, I don't want epidural. So it was just 4 centimeters dilated for the longest. And then we ended up getting into day 3. So we got into day 3, and maybe around 4 a.m. that's when I started feeling like I cannot. Like, the pain was just too much. I would start shaking. Like, looking back at the videos, you can see my hand was shaking. I was in so much pain. The doctors came, and then they checked if I was dilated, and then soon after checking, they said, okay, you know what, we have to take you to the delivery room. So now the time they're telling me I have to go to the delivery room is the time that I'm saying, oh, you know what, can I please get my epidural, because this thing that I'm feeling, this thing right here, is not for me. I'm not one of those YouTube girls who are always talking about, oh, I did not get any medicine, I did it all natural, and what. No, I am not one of those. Give me epidural. Is it too late? So they took me to the delivery room, and then they gave me my epidural, and then soon after that, they started telling me to push. Listen, I should have gotten my epidural all those times when the doctor was coming and asking me if I wanted epidural. I was just supposed to say yes. I was supposed to say yes. I regret not doing the proper thing. I should have done the right thing.
Now that is a real issue. I wish I did a real thing, proper. I regret not doing it. I should have done it so that I deal with real stuff. Me, I'm not scared. Good.
After they gave me epidural, I started pushing, but nothing was happening. I think I pushed for 30 minutes straight and nothing was going on. And then later on, they told me to change the position and try pushing again. And I do not know, like this pain was just escalating from nowhere. Because now that I was in the delivery room, I thought, you know what, it cannot get any worse than this. No, it cannot, because I'm already pushing. You know what, this is the real deal. And then from nowhere, it just shoots. Now I'm feeling this. The thought of it just makes me itch. I don't know. So now I'm feeling this pain. A different type of pain I've never felt before. And then I started pushing, and nothing was going on. And they were speaking in Chinese. I did not even understand what they were saying. So there were a lot of doctors in the delivery room, and one of the doctors told the doctor who was standing next to me something in Chinese. I did not really understand it. And then the doctor who was standing next to me looked at me, and then he said, the baby's heart rate is dropping, so we need to help you so that the baby comes out. So he's saying this, I'm feeling pain, I'm trying to push at the same time, and I'm talking to him. The moment I turn my head and look at the doctors who were right across me, I see this thing coming, they're pushing this thing. I don't know what they call it. There was a tray on top, and they had all these tools, you guys. And I was like, hey, what is going on? Are you planning on using those on me? I did not really say that, but then all this was happening in my head. I was like, what the? So the tools came, and then now everything was like on fast forward. The tools came, and now they're telling me, open your legs. And then the doctor is, sanitizing her hands or whatever. I don't know what the hell she was doing. And then she took one of this metal thing, and then she took another one. Do you know the stuff we use? Do you know, what is it called? That thing you use when you're cooking eggs, when you're frying eggs. They looked like those. So she got two of them, and then she was touching one here, one there, and then I think she remembered, oh, she has to cut me. And then at this point, I had my friend in the ward. They told in the room, and then they told my friend to exit the room, because I think everything was just too graphic for her. So they told her to stand a little bit far away. She wasn't in the room per se now, but then she could still see what was going on. She was just standing somewhere. Oh, you get the point. She wasn't in the room, but she could still see. So now they take this tool, and then I think once she took those tools, she remembered, oh, you know what, I probably have to tear this person. She took a scissors, you guys, this bigger scissors. She took it, and she took that scissors, cut me, took the two metal stuff, digged right into the guys, no one has to go through that. That was just horrible. Okay, so she took those two stars, got in there, and then they started telling me to push. So now I'm pushing, and they're also trying to pull the baby out. So they'll tell me push, and then I would push, and then they'll try to pull the baby out. Guys, I was in so much pain. I could feel that. I felt like I was dying. That pain, you guys, was just some next level shit. And I remember my eyes were even rolling. I was so out of it. I thought I was going to die or pass out or something. And then now I'm there. I'm looking at everyone. I can't see. Everything is just a blur. I'm trying to push. They're trying to pull out the baby. It's just a lot going on. Like, child, can we relax? What is all this? I did not sign up for this, please. So yeah, a lot was happening. My eyes are rolling. I'm trying to push. They're trying to pull out the baby and everything. And I felt like this was the end of me. And then I kept on pushing and pushing and pushing. And each time I would push, I would just feel like, you know what, this is probably my last push, and then I'm just going to pass out. I cannot do it anymore. And I remember I started screaming, I can't. I was telling the doctor was next. I wasn't actually telling anyone. I was just screaming, I can't. And then the doctor was next to me, said, you can't what? I said, yo, I can't. I just can't, okay? I have no time to be answering what I can't do. You just know that I can't. And then I had to talk to myself, you know, that's that talk you have to give yourself. And then I had to talk to myself like, yo, you need to do this. Like, no one else is going to do this for you. Just do it. Just give it your all. And I remember I pushed one time. I gave this big push. I am so proud of myself till this day. That was something. I pushed one time, and then they were also pulling, and then the head came out. I could feel it. I felt the head come out. Whew. Guys. I felt the head come out, and then they asked me to push again. I pushed again. One time I felt the shoulders come out, and then the whole body just slid out, and then the baby came out. But then now when the baby came out, he was not crying. The whole room was just silent, no crying, nothing was happening. So now I'm looking at them. Okay, fine, I can see the baby is out of me. And then I saw them taking the baby. They went with the baby to the next station where they put the baby. And then, but still I cannot hear anything. I don't remember how long it was. Maybe it wasn't that long, but for me it was the longest, guys. And I was just there wondering what's going on. And then later on, the baby just cried, and it was such a relief.
Shamba zwane mashoko rwaionekwa muzvito zviratidzo zvezviri mumoyo zvichionekwawo pameso zvakanaka zvisere mundangariro zvichibatikawo mumaoko ndorudo rwainaro kweshuwiro tari